All right, so the last thing I want to show you with StatCrunch is how to find the standard deviation and the variance in StatCrunch. So here's an example from the notes. We did it with the table. We found the standard deviation and the variance for Mr. Abel's class and for Miss Babel's class. I want to show you how we can check that in StatCrunch. So what I've done is I've typed in these two teachers' grades in each column. And I went ahead and renamed them by selecting it, and I wrote Abel and then selecting this one for Babel. So if I wanted to find the standard deviation and variance, I would select stats, summary stats, columns. Now the one I'm looking for is the first column, or Abel. So I'm going to select just that one. And then down here, make sure it is not this variance and standard deviation. You want the one that says unadjusted variance and control unadjusted standard deviation. Those are the two numbers that I need for this class. And make sure you scroll all the way down and use those two. And then select compute. And there I've got my summary statistics for Abel's class. The variance is 800 and the standard deviation, which is the square root of the variance, is 28.28. And that is what I got. I just rounded here to 1 decimal. Do the same thing for Miss Babel's class. You would go to stats, summary stat, columns. And now I'm selecting Babel because that's the class I'm looking at. I want to scroll all the way down and use that unadjusted variance, control, unadjusted standard deviation, and compute. And now I've got those two for her class. The variance is 100, standard deviation is 10. And so that's how you can check your standard deviation and variance charts with these questions in my lab and also for your project.